And welcome back to the channel. Monica Loop here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing an all signs reading where I'm going to go in depth to see what your current situation is and what you need to know at this time. I'm going to be primarily focusing on your love situation. If I do see other important messages such as, financial, or if I see any other messages, in regards to maybe some sort of personal progress, business-wise, etc., I will mention it. I will have the timestamps linked below for this reading for each sign. I do recommend you check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. So let's hop right into the reading and let's see what is going on for you. Now I'm going to start off with the sign of Aries. Now this is a new deck, so it hasn't been used yet. Fresh messages. Okay, let's start off with the sign of Aries. And this reading that I'm doing, it's going to be a reading about the next 6 months, okay? So we're gonna be focusing on the future. If I do see some things from the past, or if I see something in the present moment, I'll also address it as well, okay? So let's see what's going on for the sign of Aries. Now I'm going to be focusing on the Mars retrograde that's coming in. Now it has, I think today is the 14th when I do this. Yeah. So today is the day that Mars has gone into its shadow period. So I will talk about that and I will address that as well. Okay. So I feel for you, Aries, because your ruler Mars is going to be going retrograde. There could be a little bit of delays that are going on in your life depending on where Mars sits in your chart. Now, if Mars does sit astrologically on your ascendant, meaning your ascendant is the first house, then you're going to feel this the most, okay? Especially if you're an Aries rising, or if you're just an Aries in general. So Mars is, what is Mars? Mars is how we use our energy, okay? So Mars is connected to the energy that you are giving. So this could be in your work. This could be in your relationship. Mars is the ruler of Aries, and Aries is connected to the 7th house in Libra, and Libra is connected to relationships. So this can have a lot to do with something that's very important in your life. So if you feel tired, if you feel things are slowing down, there's a reason for that. You also have the Hangman as well here with the Death and the 3 of Swords. So if you've recently gone through some sort of painful situation where you've been feeling held back, you've been feeling like you can't seem to get out of your head about this situation, I do strongly feel that for many of you over the next 6 months, okay, you are going to be looking at things from a different perspective, because the Hangman is all about looking at things from a different perspective. And what is quite interesting is that if you did go through a breakup, or if you did go through some sort of painful situation where, somebody cheated, lied, or there was just some form of rejection, a lot of you are going to transform your view on it. Okay. Hangman and the Death. You're going to change the way you're looking at something. And if you are watching this and you're single and you are somebody who wants to attract new love, I feel like new love is coming in with the Ace of Cups. And I see this happening around your birthday, okay? And Mars is going to go direct, I believe, in April of 2025. So it's a bit of a ways, but I feel like during that period of time, there's going to be a lot of reevaluating your life and reevaluating what you want. I do see a relationship coming in after you do a lot of healing, okay? Some of you are going to be starting your own business. Okay, if you're somebody who's starting your own business as an Aries, I see it being very, very successful for you. You also have the Wheel of Fortune underneath the 9 of Pentacles. So there's definitely a change that's coming into your life. But I feel like this change that's coming in has a lot to do with you looking at things from a different perspective. And I feel like when Mars does go retrograde, when it finally does go retrograde, for many of you, this retrograde is going to allow you the space to really go within and ask yourself what is important to you. Okay. I feel like in the past, for many of you, there was a lot of expectations from a partner that you were with. Okay. You could have been dating someone, dealing with someone, and they expected a lot from you with the 3 of Wands and the 7 of Wands. I do feel there was this constant conflict in the past between you and a specific person that you were dealing with. And also there's a selfish energy here. So either you or this person, there was a lot of this self-focus. It's like, oh, I have to take care of myself. I need to do what is important to me. So I do strongly feel for you, Aries, that you may have came to this realization that the more you were involved with this person, the more there was conflicts and the more there was issues. A lot of you also, I feel that in the past, there was a very strong connection with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, or Gemini, okay, in the past. So for some of you, what has actually deterred you away from love is the fact that you had a really bad experience with a specific person and it really affected you on a deep level. I do feel as well in the past that for many of you, there was this feeling of anxiety. There was this feeling of anxiety, fear, sadness, depression. And for many of you, you may have thought, okay, I need to get myself out of this sadness or depression. A lot of you drank a lot, or you had some sort of substance that you would use here in the past to kind of quell the pain that you had, especially when it came to some sort of conflict here in the past. Okay. I'm also getting for many of you that in the present moment, you could feel alone. You could feel very isolated, alone by yourself, and you want to change that. Okay. So there's something that you may be doing to change that. For many of you, there could be some sort of issues with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And there could be a choice or decision, okay, if you are going to entertain this person, because like I said, a lot of you may be tired of being alone all the time, okay, tired of spending a lot of time on your own, and you may want to be open to new love. However, one of the things that I will say to you is that if you do decide to start a new relationship during Mars, there could be a lot of lessons attached to that relationship, because Mars, when Mars goes retrograde, it's really an energy of looking within rather than looking outward. Okay. And this could be something that you need to consider. Okay. I do see in the future, there's going to be an offer coming in, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. But I want to focus on the 8 of Swords, because the 8 of Swords pops out for you. There's a lot of this isolating energy, feeling alone, feeling like, I don't want to necessarily say that it's a depressing energy. For some of you, it is a form of depression. It's not going to resonate with all of you, but I think the message here for you with the Knight of Wands is stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's telling me that you should step outside of your comfort zone and be open to exploring. Okay. So if you're somebody who's traveling, exploring, moving around, this is great, because what this is going to do is it's going to lighten your energy. Okay. Some of you are like, I feel alone. I want a partner. I want to share my resources with this person. And I feel like in the process, you're manifesting this, okay? There will be a little bit of a slowdown, okay, over the next 6 months for you. But this, I don't feel like this slowdown is something that should deter you, from believing that you can have what it is that you want. I feel like this slowdown's happening for you to really think long and hard about what you want, and then go after it. Because there's something here with the Magician. You are great at manifesting what you want. There is some fear here. There's some trust issues, okay, in the present moment as well, when it comes to love, when it comes to money, when it comes to just trusting people in general. If you're currently dealing with somebody, okay, I feel like this could be an air sign, maybe a Gemini. If you are dealing with someone at this time, this person is watching you a lot. Okay, they're monitoring you. There's somebody here who really likes you. They're almost obsessed with you. And if you've been dealing with them for quite some time, this is someone that you have a very strong connection with, the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. They may want you to make a decision or to decide if you truly want to be with them, if you truly want this with them. And just keep in mind when I say the sign, don't be fixated on the sign, because if you're fixated on the sign, you may actually miss out on the important message. For many of you, like I said, it's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, a Sagittarius, a Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This person, what they really want deep down inside, okay, if you are dealing with somebody here, they don't want you to give up on this with them, okay? So if there was a conflict in the past, if there was a disagreement, they don't want you to give up on this. There is a strong emphasis here on collaborating, okay? So when your ruler, okay, when your ruler Mars goes retrograde, what is really going to help you to get over this feeling of tiredness, this feeling of not being able to conquer the energy that you have within yourself to manifest the things that you want, is finding like-minded people. This is critical, okay, over the next 6 months for you, because what this is going to do is it's going to lighten your load, okay, with the Nine of Wands here. It's going to lighten your load for you. I do also get a sense that when it comes to trust issues, okay, there's definitely something here about equal give and take. So if you are somebody who is giving all the time and you're not allowing people to give back to you, this could be something that you need to also be careful of and that you need to also look into. In the near future for you, you have the Ten of Cups here. So there is happiness coming in for you. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of happiness coming in for you and a lot of stability. You have the Emperor and the Empress side by side. So there is a soulmate that's coming in for you. And I feel like this soulmate's coming in around your birthday next year. I know a lot of you might say, oh, I don't want to hear that. Like, I want somebody now. You don't determine the time. You don't determine the time. Okay. You are maybe wanting something now, but if you're not ready for it, if the timing isn't right, then it won't happen for you until the timing is right. Okay. So the Emperor and the Empress is very much connected to a major relationship that's coming in, and someone's coming in very quickly, and you're going to end up moving forward with this person, and it's going to lead to something great, something amazing for you. Let's see what your important message is. Let's pull some random cards and let's see what your important message is. Yeah, you have the Page of Water, the Two of Air, and the Four of Water. Okay, so if let's say you are somebody who you're saying, I do want love, especially if you're single, you're saying, I do want love. I do feel there is going to be someone here that comes in that apologizes if this is someone from your past. If you are single and you want to attract somebody new, I feel like there is going to be an offer with the Page of Water, which is the Page of Cups that's coming in. However, what is going to be an issue for a lot of you, especially if you rush into a relationship during Mars retrograde, you may not be ready for it. And I just mentioned that, and it's confirming that with the Four of Water and the Two of Swords. So for many of you, you're rushing into something possibly in the next between now and the next 6 months, which isn't the ideal time for you. And there could be a lot of this closed off energy or this energy of not being interested. And I feel for you, it's not so much that you're not interested, it's that you're not ready for something here. I do feel like true relationships happen organically. They're not something that's forced. So for many of you, there's still this energy of you going within and accepting something here that ended, especially if somebody hurt you in the past, in order to make room for someone new. Okay. So that's what I feel like is happening for you, Aries. We're going to move on to the next sign of Taurus. And also keep in mind, if the reading does resonate with you, please like the video. Okay. We want to continue doing these videos more on the channel. And most importantly, leave a comment below. Okay. Okay. All right, let's move on to the sign of Taurus. Let's see what's going on for Taurus. For you, Taurus, I'm really channeling and feeling something, I really strongly feel that something really serious is coming into your life. It could be a relationship that's coming in for you, a really serious one that's coming in for you, or it could also be like a project that you're doing in business. Tell me about Taurus. Tell me about Taurus. Okay. A lot of you were trying to work something out here in the past that crumbled, okay? There was a lot of on and off between you and a specific person here in the past. And I do feel that this person that you had issues with on and off, you were trying to work things out with them because you felt like this was the one, okay? A lot of you invested your time and energy and your money into this person. There's definitely someone here from your past, okay, that's showing up. Okay, so for many of you, bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Pentacles. I think what really bothered you with this person from the past was the fact that you were extremely generous with them. And even though you were really generous with them and you gave a lot to this person, they may have not given enough back to you, okay, for you to feel comfortable enough in believing that this person was the one for you. I do feel like there was a major breakup here in the past, okay, between you and this person. And as a result of that, if there was new love that came into your life in the past, a lot of you weren't open to it because of a negative experience that you had, okay? I do get a sense here that, and again, this could happen at any time, but there could be an energy here of this person from your past wanting to reach out to you and wanting to communicate and work things out with you. And this could have already been something that already happened, okay? The reason why this may be, still happening for you is because there's unfinished business, okay, with this person from your past, okay? I'm also getting something here about this person could be connected to something here about international foods, okay? For Aries, I was getting poutine. I don't know why. But for you, I'm getting international food. So there could be some sort of date that you went on where you and this person ate some sort of food that is not connected to the country that you live in. It could be, you know, international food, like home cooked international foods. So there was a very strong connection between you and this person in the past, and there was some sort of breakup, okay? I feel like this breakup that happened between you and this person really happened for you to determine if this was the person that you were meant to be with, okay? Now, for some of you, there is a relationship that recently came to an end for you. The reason why this relationship came to an end was because there was a lot of toxic energy, okay? Devil and the Ace of Swords. It's almost like you came to the realization, especially in the present moment, this could be happening where you are coming to some sort of realization that whoever this person is you're dealing with, they're super toxic, okay? It could be a Capricorn that you're dealing with. Could also be a Gemini, okay? Super, super toxic energy. This is someone from your past, by the way. I do see you ending things with this person. If you are dealing with someone who's toxic, you are going to maybe end things with them. And like I said to Aries, we are going to have the Mars retrograding, okay? And the Mars retrograde is going to be happening for you in your 12th house. So this has a lot to do with someone from the past, okay? Some of you are still closing something out with someone from the past. And by the way, I keep getting the stalker energy from someone from the past. Okay. So you may be trying to start something new over the next 6 months that has nothing to do with this person from the past, but you may need to still close things out with this person with the world here. One of the things that I do see is there's a lot of sadness connected to your happiness in the present moment. Some of you don't believe that you're able to have the happiness that you deserve, okay? And what Spirit is saying is that the happiness that you seek and the happiness that you want, you are allowed to be happy, okay? It's just a matter of you believing that within yourself. You are manifesting love into your life, and for many of you, this could be new love or new opportunity. I see a new opportunity as well for you in business, okay? And some of you are asking, hey, Monica, am I ever going to be able to purchase my own home? I feel like you are going to be doing that or focusing on that in the near future. There's a choice or a decision here about somebody that you've had issues with. Somebody here wants an answer, okay, from you. And this is somebody who's very sad or upset. Could be a water sign. I'm getting a Cancer, a Scorpio here. Could also be another Taurus, like a moon Taurus, or I'm getting a Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody here wants answers from you. I just want to pull a random card for you. Nine of Water. Oop, Nine of Water in reverse. Okay, so somebody here who really likes you and really wants to be with you, they feel like they missed an opportunity with you, with the wishes and dream and happiness in reverse. But I feel like for many of you, there's somebody here that you're not interested in from your past. You're focusing on someone or something new at this time. Some of you are currently in separation from someone. If you are currently in separation from this person, there will be an opportunity to get back together after a very difficult time. Okay. You also have the Knight of Cups here as well. So there's been a lot of on and off emotionally with you and a specific person is what I'm getting. And what you don't see coming is the fact that for many of you, if you've been feeling isolated or you've been feeling alone, like I said to Aries, it's very similar energy. There's a lot of healing that's taking place, a lot of resting, healing, and really trying to make sense of what's important to you. And I keep getting there's somebody here from your past. Okay, there's somebody here from your past that you've decided to disconnect from. You may have decided to disconnect from this person because you wanted your independence. You wanted to focus on, you know, yourself. So some of you are doing that at this time. Tell me more about this opportunity that's coming in for Taurus. What is this opportunity that's coming in for you? Queen of Water. Okay, you have the Queen of Water. You have the Page of Air, and you also have the Sun. So I feel really strongly that there's a water sign here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that really likes you. There's somebody here who wants to be with you and they want stability from you. But what I see in the near future, you could be closed off to this person for whatever reason. Okay, you may not be open to this person. And for many of you, this could have a lot to do with somebody here that you separated with. Maybe you were in conflict with this person. Okay, but either way, what I'm getting for you is that there is new opportunities that are coming in. Some of you are still in the process of letting go of someone from your past. And I feel like that's something that you're going to be doing over the next few months. Okay, if this is about new love, a new opportunity is coming in for love. But if you haven't resolved some sort of issues from the past, then that new love may create some sort of delays, okay? Some of you are going to be moving in with your person, like you're going to actually be solidifying the relationship and you're going to be moving in and moving to the next level. And this could potentially lead for some of you to marriage, okay? It could lead to a serious commitment. I don't recommend committing to anybody during Mars retrograde, just because when any planet, especially a major planet that doesn't go retrograde often is retrograding, it could be something that affects you, okay? But either way, there's a lot of clearing up some negative experience from the past in order to allow something beautiful and new to come in for you, okay? So this is what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. Let's move on to the next sign. Let's move on to Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. So for you, Gemini, I do feel that there has been some sort of conflict in a relationship that you may be in, or there's just simply conflict in your life in general. A lot of you are really closed off, okay, to something that, how do I say this? You are closed off to maybe love. Maybe you're not aware of it, but there's something that's closing you off from love, and it could be some sort of devastating experience that you had in the past. I do feel for many of you that over the next 6 months, there is going to be a strong energy here of spending a lot of time on your own. Okay. And I do see certain people coming into your life. I see an air sign coming in, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that may be coming in for you that you may be open to. There is an opportunity coming in. For some of you, there was an opportunity in the past. You were dating maybe somebody here in the past, could have been a Pisces here. Maybe a Sagittarius that you were dating here in the past, Scorpio. But this person wasn't giving you enough. They weren't giving you enough. You expected a lot more from this person. Okay. There will be a new beginning that comes in for you, but a lot of you are going to constantly question this new beginning. You're going to constantly question it. with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Swords. So you're questioning something and you don't know if it's really for you. In the recent past, you had a tower moment, okay, within a relationship. There could have been verbal abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse here in the past. And you could have said to yourself, I'm not dealing with this anymore. There was a third party for many of you in the past. And you ended up either disconnecting from this person and abandoning them, and focusing on your spirituality here in the past with the High Priestess. I do feel in the past there was an opportunity that came into your life, but this opportunity that came in, there's a couple of issues with this opportunity that came in. The one issue that I see here in the past is one, this opportunity was super small, okay? It didn't give you the abundance you felt like you truly deserved here in the past. And that's why you ignored it, okay? But you also didn't give up on the idea of love. I feel like there was a lot of this, I expect more, I want more. If somebody can't give me 100% of their attention, I'm not going to invest in it, okay? So a lot of you know what you truly deserve and you know what is good for you. And this is why a lot of you disconnected from somebody here who was very violent, okay? Very violent, aggressive with you. For many of you in the past, you moved, okay? You moved homes, or you moved to a new location because there's something that happened in your house or in your home that broke down. Things didn't work out, okay, in the past for you in your home. So you moved and disconnected. And a lot of you started to manifest a new beginning here in the past. Now, in the present moment, I do feel like you're traveling a lot or you're moving around a lot. And for many of you during this time, when you start to travel and you start to move around a lot, you're going to gain knowledge. You're going to meet a lot of new people. And there's something here about traveling or moving around that's very therapeutic. So if you're not doing this, let's say you're a Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising, let's say you are, you're not traveling around, you're spending a lot of time on your own, because some of you are doing that. And, you know, if you're spending a lot of time in isolation, spending a lot of time on your own, it's not recommended. Okay, it's recommended that you step outside of your comfort zone. And by you stepping outside of your comfort zone, it's going to allow you to actually meet the right people. Okay, a lot of you are asking, hey, Monica, I've been waiting so long to meet somebody new. How come they're not coming in? Well, the first message that you have here is to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay. Now Mars is going to be, if you're a rising Gemini, Mars is going to be retrograding in your 11th house. Okay. Which means these are your deepest wishes, your desires. This could have also a lot to do with the community, the group of friends that you hang out with. So what a lot of you should be looking at is you should be saying to yourself, who am I hanging out with? Who are my friends? What are my deepest desires? Because when Mars goes retrograde, if I said Mercury retrograde, I mean Mars. When Mars goes retrograde, what's actually happening for many of you is there's a lot of reevaluation about where you put your energy when it comes to your friends and your associates. And if you're hanging out with the wrong people, if you're entertaining people who are not the example of the type of person that you want to attract, then you're ultimately telling the universe, hey, it's okay for me to hang out with people that are not really, the type of vision of the person I want to be with. Some of you are hanging out with people who are subpar, meaning that this person or people that you're hanging out with, you feel like you can do better. Okay. And that's what's coming to an end with the death, is the fact that a lot of you are seeing that your progress has been slow because of maybe the people that you've been hanging out with, or you haven't really stuck to your goals and dreams. Let's say you have certain goals and you write them down. I know for me, what I've done in my life, when I really want something, is I get a piece of paper and I write down what I want. And I look at that piece of paper every day. I put it in a place where I can subconsciously pick up on the things that I want in my life, right? So I feel like for many of you, if you are in this place right now in your life where you're saying, I want new love, or I want a new opportunity, or whatever it is that you're seeking in your life, it's going to be super important that you're clear on what you want and you write it down. by you writing down what you want, you're more likely to attract and get what it is that you want, okay? So in the near future, I do feel many of you are choosing to walk away from someone or something that's toxic. You're no longer going to be entertaining people who cause you pain, who put you in third parties. And by you, and also at the end, you know, of Mars retrograde, you are, with the Ace of Swords, you are ultimately getting clear on what you want. And this new beginning that's coming in, there, you know, there's no longer going to be this waiting game, the Death and the Temperance. There's not going to be much of a waiting game, okay? I feel like by December, when Mars starts going retrograde, something that's been very difficult for you, something that's been maybe holding you back from maybe starting a new beginning or focusing on your goals and dreams, that's going to finally clear up for you. And there's going to be a little bit of a leeway there, okay? Because even though Mars is going to be retrograding in the sign of Cancer, your 7th house is going to be highlighted in December, okay? And that is what is going to highlight maybe a new love coming in, a new opportunity in love. And the main message here for you is if you're dealing with someone who's toxic, like really toxic, this could also be a matter of you disconnecting from this person. So during the Mars retrograde, you may end up realizing, you know what, this toxic person is not for me. I don't have time for this toxic person. That's what some of you are going to realize. Ace of Water and the ego, yeah. So there is new love coming in. Some of you are afraid of dropping somebody who's not for you because you're afraid you're never going to find somebody else, and that's not true. If you continue entertaining someone or something that's toxic, then you don't really make room for the right person to come into your life. Okay, and that's something that you may need to be aware of. Tell me more about this new opportunity that's coming in for Gemini. And by the way, before I mention what this new opportunity is that's coming in for you, you have the Ace of Water. So there is new love coming in. Okay. So if you are single and you're watching this and you're saying, hey, is new love coming in? I feel like new love is coming in, but I feel like it's not going to come in until next year. Okay. And for some of you, you may end up meeting this person in December, but you may not get serious with them until next year is what I'm getting. This new opportunity has a lot to do with your happiness, okay? So this could have a lot to do with business. I feel like it has a lot to do with investing. If you are interested in people sponsoring you, if you're interested in people investing in you, I do strongly feel that that's gonna also happen for you. This is gonna happen for you when you step outside of your comfort zone. Some of you, the message here that you need to remember is being open to ending something here that is not a part of your goals. If you're entertaining something here that is not a part of your goals, it's really delaying you from receiving what you're truly meant to receive. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Gemini. I hope you got something from the reading. We're going to move on to the sign of Cancer. Please like the video and leave a comment if you want to see more videos like this where I channel important messages for you. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on with the sign of Cancer. So for you, Cancer, I do strongly feel there's something here about a family member. This could have a lot to do with tying up loose ends. You could also be helping a family member or wanting to help a family member. For some of you, you're tired of a situationship. Some of you are involved with somebody who there's been this on and off energy between you and this person, and it's causing a lot of stress or anxiety when it comes to them. For many of you, this person that you're dating or you're in a relationship, the reason why the relationship has come to an end or there's been some sort of issues is because you have forgotten to focus on yourself. Okay. Some of you are so invested into somebody. You're so much invested into this person that you've forgotten about what's important to you, what is good for you. And this is something that Spirit is asking you to focus on. I see some of you moving in the near future, okay? Four of Swords. Your overall message here is to focus on healing and resting, okay? And the reason why that is because we're talking about Mars retrograde. So when Mars retrogrades, by the way, October 14th, 2024, Mars is going to be going into its shadow period. So you're going to start feeling a little bit of this slowdown in your life, a little bit of being tired, a little bit of, maybe things not going as quick as you want them to. When Mars goes retrograde, it's time to reevaluate where you've been putting your energy. Okay. So if you've been in a relationship, some of you have been in a relationship and you really love this person, and, you really want to spend time with them, but you also are forgetting about what is important to you. And when Mars finally goes retrograde into your sign, it's going to allow you to really stop and think, about, your independence, what you need to do for yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, then it's very difficult to love someone else. Okay. I am for you when it comes to food, because for some of the signs I'm getting food, there's something here about garlic bread. So garlic bread may resonate with you in some way, shape, or form. In the recent past, there was a lot of this anxiety about your life, and you could have been dealing with somebody who was rushing to be with you. Let's get into a relationship. Let's get married. Let's make this happen. For some of you in the recent past, a relationship ended. And like I said, the reason why this relationship came to an end was because a lot of you forgot about yourself within the relationship. Or you could have been dealing with somebody who was mirroring you, okay? Meaning this person, what they could have been showing you in the past, they could have been showing you that you needed to focus more on yourself here in the past, okay? You could have been dealing with somebody who said, hey, I want to have a relationship with you, but they didn't ever have time for you, okay? So in the past, there could have been a lot of power struggles with this person, a lot of needing to defend yourself, stand up for yourself. But even though there was a lot of issues with you and this person, you seem to never really let them go. Okay. You always ended up going back to them, or they always ended up coming back to you. Now, in the present moment, a lot of you have trust issues. Okay, there's a lot of trust issues, hard to open up to people. If you are, let's say you're working with people, you could have trust issues with, working with people, trust issues with friends, trust issues just in general. And I feel like over the next 6 months, you're going to get really clear, okay, on who deserves your energy and time. Because here's what I get for you, Cancer, and I'm really strongly getting this for you. You're somebody who's extremely nurturing, loving, and caring, okay? I'm not saying all of you are like that, but for those of you that I'm picking up on, I feel like you're very nurturing and loving towards certain people or situations in your life. And what really hurts you the most is the fact that somebody here really did disappoint you. Okay, on a very deep level. And when this person disappointed you on a very deep level, it really got you to this place of closing yourself off completely. Okay, like completely, you just closed yourself off in general. And even though you may be trying to manifest something great into your life, what's actually stopping you from being able to manifest whatever this thing is that you're wanting is the fact that a lot of you have trust issues. It's been super difficult for you to get over something here that's been so hard and so difficult in your life. There's the 10 of fire. Some of you are either overworked, okay, overstressed, or out of balance. So I think what you're learning with Mars retrograde, it's really going to slow you down, and it's going to help you to see where you're putting your energy. Mars is the card, or sorry, not the card, it's the planet, the luminary of our energy. And where we're putting our energy, where are we putting our energy every single day? If we're putting our energy in places that our energy shouldn't be in, then we end up getting drained. So I think the overall lesson here is that yes, there's a lot of sadness connected to something here that didn't work out, but there's also hope. There's a lot of hope here, and there's a lot of potential here for you. And I think what a lot of you are learning, which has been my whole entire song and dance for so long, is, when you're not satisfied with something in your life, 8 of water, when is it time to walk away? Some of you are in a job, okay? You're working a job that is really not for you, okay? You could be doing more. You could be putting your energy and time and effort towards something that is a lot better for you. So I do feel over the next 6 months, there's going to be a lot of this soul searching, a lot of this, what is really important to me, what's going to bring satisfaction and happiness to me. I'm also getting some of you going back to school, like you're educating yourself, you're going back to school. You're going to learn something here, something huge, and it's going to lead to something great is what I'm getting here. You're manifesting something. Yeah, you're manifesting. What you're manifesting here is a 3 of Earth. So this is about cooperating, but finding the right people. If you have been asking the universe to recognize you for something that you do, some of you do glass art, or you do some form of art, okay? And you're saying, hey, I want to be recognized for my talent. I do see that happening for you, okay? When you start to, again, there's something here, Cancer, about pulling your energy back from certain people or situations and refocusing your energy on what you love. And again, there's something here that you really enjoy doing where you're going to start to refocus your energy back on that. I don't really see anything here about love. Okay. I'm just going to keep it real. Some of you are watching this and you're saying, you know, I don't really care about love. And that could be the case in general for you. A lot of you are going to have some sort of new beginning. Yeah, love is actually going to come in, but I feel like it's going to come in when you least expect it. It's when you're kind of just on your journey and you're doing your own thing, right? You're just kind of on your journey, Fool in the Lovers. And, you know, as you start to deal with your issues, because there are some issues that you're going to start to deal with. Again, some of you are in a job that you don't want to be in, or you are putting your energy towards things that are really draining on your energy. It's really important that you're honest with yourself, because if you're not honest with yourself, you actually create some sort of blockage from the things that you want to manifest and create. Like I said, some of you are going to end up moving, okay, from wherever you live. And the reason why you end up moving from where you live is because there's a lot of conflict, okay? Or there's something here that's not stable within your home life, but you're eventually going to find stability when you decide to completely have some sort of new beginning is what I'm seeing for you. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Cancer. If you like this reading, please hit the like button, okay, on your way out. Do check your other signs, your sun, moon, and rising to get more details. And we're going to move on to the sign of Cancer, or excuse me, Leo. We're on the sign of Leo. Next. Okay. Tell me about Leo. What's happening for Leo? So for you, Leo, where is this happening for you? I think I mentioned actually, oh my goodness, I just realized this now. And I should timestamp this. I'm going to actually write the time down, 40:26. Because I was a little confused. I need to start getting a chart for astrology, because some of you are going to comment. I know some of you are going to comment. You're going to say, Monica, your astrology is wrong. Yes, you're right. It is wrong because I'm a little bit foggy brained after having a baby. Okay. Forgive me. Okay. I'm still foggy brained. I'm still fat. I'm still, you know, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Okay. So just be patient with me, because, you know, having a baby is not easy. Breastfeeding is not easy. Being up all night is not easy. So I really appreciate you all that have been patient with me. Okay. So I'm just going to put 4307. And I want to mention, because for Taurus, before I get into Leo reading, for Taurus, I said that Mars is going to be in your 12th house. Is it going to be in your 12th house? No, it's not, because it's in Cancer. So this is actually going to be happening in your 3rd house. Okay. So I'm not going to focus so much on astrology. I'm going to try to mention it if I need to, but if I do make some mistakes in the reading, please forgive me, because I am going through a transition right now. You all know that I just had a baby. If you don't remember, I did post in the community. And it's hard, you know, it's hard being up all night and breastfeeding and doing all that. So please understand that. Thank you for being patient with me. Going back to Taurus, like I said, this is going to happen in your 3rd house. Okay. So I'm not going to mention it. I will come on over the next few days and do more readings with astrology included, okay? So I'm just going to put timestamp to correct astrology forecast. Maybe I'll come on and do a separate video on that, and I'll focus more on the Mars retrograde. I just wanted to add it in and include it into the reading just so that you're all aware of it. Now, it hasn't completely gone direct, or it hasn't completely gone retrograde yet, but we are going to be going into the shadow period. That's why I'm mentioning it. Okay. I think at the end of the reading, I will talk about it briefly. I'll just have like a brief prelude to it. Okay. So we're on Leo now. We're on Leo now. Tell me about Leo. Okay. I feel like in the past, Leo, you ended up committing yourself to someone. There could have been a marriage, a commitment. You ended up fulfilling your dreams and your desires here in the past. You met somebody who was extremely stable. Could have been a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus in the past. I'm getting an Aquarius here, or a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do get a sense here that in the recent past, there was a little bit of power struggles that took place when it came to your goals and dreams. There could have been things that you wanted to work on that you may have not had the opportunity to do. What you don't see coming over the next 6 months is that a lot of you are going to be focused on education. Okay. So either starting a new course, learning something new, could be a new language. It could be something that enhances your business here, but there's something here about education, school, studying, learning. I do also get a sense here because, and this is how I knew I made a mistake with Taurus. For you, Mars is going to be retrograding in Cancer, which is actually your 12th house, okay? Not Taurus. Taurus actually has it happening in the 3rd house, and Aries has it happening, I believe, in the... Where is it happening for Aries? Yeah, I need to get the circle thing. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get the chart, which makes it so much easier because I really can't think about it right now. But we're on Leo. So essentially for you, what I feel like is happening for many of you is there's a lot of need for rest, okay, over the next 6 months. Because Mars is going to be in your 12th house, you may not show that, you know, you're tired and stuff like that, but there's definitely something about behind the scenes needing to rest, needing to kind of hang out and chill. If you are expecting some sort of communication from somebody here who hurt you, could have been a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I'm also getting a Sagittarius here, maybe a Capricorn or a Taurus. I do feel like this person will reach out over the next 6 months. And there's a lot of healing from someone here from your past. Some of you have been finding it extremely difficult to start something new or to move forward because of someone here from your past. Okay, so, you know, if there's been unfinished business, this could be something that, you know, you may need to be open to, okay, if you want to resolve something here. In the past, there was this possibility of commitment, okay, with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I do feel like there was some sort of rejection here in the past, okay, either by an earth sign or a water sign. And this rejection that took place, either you rejected this person or they rejected you. And I feel like there was a lot of this needing to focus on yourself. So some of you watching this, if you're a Leo, it doesn't matter if you're sun, moon, or rising. Some of you watching this are saying, you know, I needed to start focusing on myself in the past. I needed to start putting myself first, because you may have been investing a lot of time and energy into somebody here from the past, but they weren't really reciprocating to you, or they didn't really act like they were 100% interested. So as a result of that, in the past, you ended up disconnecting from this person, or they ended up disconnecting from you. Again, an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I do feel like in the recent past, there was some sort of opportunity for you. And this opportunity had a lot to do with you maybe getting out of your isolation, being alone. This opportunity could have had a lot to do with a business, or you had options here in the past. Okay. A lot of you disconnected from this person in the past because this person wasn't reciprocating to you. Okay, they weren't showing interest to you here in the past. Now, in the present moment, I do feel for some of you watching this, you're super happy in a relationship. Okay, there's a relationship that you are involved in and you're super happy with this relationship. Now, others of you, okay, I'm just going to put this out there. You have the Knight of Cups here. So I feel like with the Knight of Cups energy, there's been somebody who's been on and off with you, okay, in and out. Again, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And a lot of you are asking, why does this person, why don't they take me serious? Why don't they make future plans with me? Here's the thing, Leo, I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of you, when this Mars goes retrograde, you're really going to start to analyze, okay? You're going to start to analyze your past. Because some of you, and I know you're not going to want to hear this, but I'm going to keep it real with you. Some of you, there is a past experience that you went through that if you don't learn from that past experience, it's going to repeat itself. Okay, why? Because a lot of you are giving to someone here that really isn't giving anything back to you, or they're not interested in you, okay? They may pretend that they like you, but they're on and off or in and out. So there's no in between for you. Either you're dealing with somebody who really likes you, they're serious about you, and you're reaping some sort of benefits from this connection. The Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers is here. But there's others of you, okay? There's two groups of you. There's those of you who are dealing with somebody here who's been in and out, on and off. And the reason why this is happening, because in the past, the same thing happened again, and it was obvious that somebody here wasn't really interested in you. So I think one of the things that you're learning here with Mars retrograding in your 12th house, and by the way, I'm going to talk about at the end of this reading, I'm going to just briefly go over where Mars retrograde is happening for each sign, because I was a little bit in confusion here during the readings. So forgive me on that. But there's something here, Leo, about a negative experience that you had in the past. And this negative experience that you had in the past is meant to teach you something in the future, okay? And for you in the future, what I see is there's going to be a new opportunity that's coming in, okay? But the new opportunity, and especially if you're asking, if you're saying, hey, is a new opportunity going to happen with this person who's been inconsistent with me? It could, but you may have to change the way you're approaching the situation, because some of you are so invested into this person. And as soon as you invest yourself 100% into this person, they start to lose interest in you. I'm just going to keep it real with you. Okay. So what is coming to an end is a lot of you are going to start closing yourself off, or you're going to disconnect from this person temporarily. And you're disconnecting temporarily from this person because A, you have trust issues, and B, you don't feel satisfied by this person in your life. A lot of you are dating somebody and they're just kind of stringing you along, or it's like the less attention you give to this person, the more they're interested. And then when you start to give attention to them, it's kind of like a game that's happening here. Okay. So this person, as you can see with this Queen of Cups, you know, there's this facial expression of a game, right? It's kind of like a game playing energy, and you may want something serious. Okay. And a lot of you are super close to getting and being with this person on a serious level, but it's like a lot of cat mouse chasing games. For you, the food that I'm getting is bagels. I don't know why I'm getting that. There's something here about bagels, like maybe you eat bagels a lot, or you eat bagels with this person. So the Five of Cups and the Fool is talking about having a new beginning, but making sure that when you do have a new beginning, you don't forget about what happened in the past. Because some of you went through something really brutal in the past and you never learned from it. And I think one of the things that you were meant to learn from in the past was the fact that you only have yourself. As much as you want to believe that, you know, there's a relationship coming into your life, if you don't love yourself and you don't put yourself first and you expect that from someone else and they don't do it, then that's what leads to some sort of disappointment here. So in the near future, when you start to disconnect from this person, and you will, you're going to start focusing more on your financial goals. And when you start to do that, this person is going to start to become more interested in you, is what I'm seeing in the near future. There will be a brand new beginning. Okay. This new beginning has a lot to do with you moving forward. And I feel like for many of you, there's something here about saving your money, like saving money, focusing on your career, Tell me more about this new beginning for Leo. What's happening for Leo, the world? There's going to be a major cycle that comes to an end. And this cycle that is coming to an end has a lot to do with this on and off energy, okay, with someone that you're dealing with. An air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, maybe a Scorpio. There is stability that's coming into your life over the next 6 months, but there's something here that you need to learn from your past, okay, with Mars in the 12th house, okay? And I'll touch more on that at the end of the all signs reading. So let's hop into the sign of Virgo. I want to thank you, Leo, for tuning into this. And we're going to see what's going on with Virgo. Okay. Please hit the like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of these readings. Okay, let's go with Virgo. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. Tell me about Virgo over the next 6 months. Okay, Two of Swords. So the first card that you have, Virgo, is the Two of Swords. I do get a sense here that you've been closed off, okay, to someone or something, or they've been closed off to you. There's a strong emphasis here on focusing on your money, your work. If you recently went through a breakup with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you have been focusing on work. You've been focusing on your financial situation. You are coming to some sort of major realization about just your life in general. This major realization has a lot to do with you learning how to stand up for yourself, really putting your foot down when it comes to dealing with certain people or situations in your life, okay? This fire sign that you had issues with, or this fire sign that you're with currently right now, what they're teaching you is they're teaching you how to put your foot down. They're teaching you to have more confidence within yourself. They're teaching you how to stand up for yourself, good or bad, okay? So some of you may watch this and say, oh, I don't deal with that fire sign anymore. Well, that fire sign that you had issues with, okay, or the fire sign that you're with now, they're there as a catalyst to teach you something. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Swords. So I feel like over the next 6 months, you're getting super clear on something. Something here becomes super clear to you, okay? If you're inquiring about a reconciliation, I do see a reconciliation on the table for you and an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, okay? So like I said, in the recent past, you started to close yourself off to somebody here who put you in a third party, okay? Some of you were in a third party, or you had a bad experience with someone here from your past. You learned from this past experience to focus on yourself, how to grow and stand up for yourself, how to become more confident. Now, in the present moment, the star is here with the Eight of Swords. A lot of you have been in isolation. You've been spending a lot of time on your own. I'm getting something here about Chinese food, okay? And for some reason in this all signs reading, I'm channeling food. I'm either hungry or I'm channeling. I don't know what it is. But for you, I'm getting Chinese food, okay? So there's something here about Chinese food, eating Chinese food. I'm getting like Chinese noodles or Chinese rice. This could have been something you did in the past, or this could be some type of food that you really like, okay? Now, in the present moment, a lot of you are, when it comes to your financial situation, that's where your focus is, okay? A lot of you are focusing on your money, your financial situation. If you have been working on something, I'm just gonna put this out there because I feel your reading has a lot to do with work, okay? And someone from the past. If this is about your work situation, the message here is not to give up on looking for a new opportunity, okay? Because a lot of you feel right now very isolated. You're isolating yourself, or you're not putting yourself out there enough, okay? Now, this isn't gonna apply to you if you're someone who's successful. If you're making money and you're successful, it's not gonna apply to you. But if you're someone who's like, hey, I'm looking for a new opportunity, I feel like giving up, I'm just tired, I don't know what to do, a lot of you are realizing that it's time for you to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay. It's time for you to step outside of your comfort zone and seek that opportunity. Now, whenever you watch this, whenever you click on it, okay, it is somewhat of a timeless reading because you may click on it 6 months from now, or you may click on it, I don't know, 3 months from now, or 3 weeks from now, whatever. When you click on this reading, okay, the next full moon, okay, when you watch this reading, the next full moon is going to be super important to you because that full moon, it's going to bring forth an opportunity that you may not be aware of. Okay. So it's super important that you're open to some sort of new opportunity. And this new opportunity is going to allow you to move forward into some sort of new direction that you're looking to move forward into. You also have the Six of Pentacles here. So there's a lot of generosity that's going to come in the present moment. There's a lot of people that are going to help you to move to that next level. There's a lot of manifestation, a lot of teamwork, like collaborating. So if you want to enhance your financial situation, it may be a requirement for you to be open to cooperating with somebody here with the Three of Pentacles. Okay. When I say cooperate, I mean collaborate with someone else. Now, about your love situation. If you're already in a relationship, you don't need a reading because I feel like if you're already in a relationship, your relationship is already stable. There's that Emperor. So you don't really need a message when it comes to your current relationship because it's already stable. But if you are in a relationship where there's been a lot of ups and downs, I feel like there will be a reconciliation for you. And this reconciliation is going to happen closer to the month of December, when Mars actually goes retrograde. For you, Virgo, your 7th house is ruled by Pisces. Your 2nd house is ruled by Libra. And if we go back, your 12th house is ruled by Leo. So your 11th house. And I think I mentioned this for Gemini, so I was completely wrong on it. So just to go back, just to mention here, with the Temperance and the Three of Cups here, there is going to be a reconciliation. I feel like December is going to be the month when that happens for you because there's definitely someone here from the past. Okay. Tell me more about this opportunity that's coming in for the sign of Virgo. A lot of you are worried, okay? You're worried that you're not going to get an opportunity, and this is something that you really need to work on. Page of Water in reverse, 10 of Air, and the 9 of Air. So what Spirit is telling you at this time is that the more you worry about something, the less likely it's going to happen. This is about letting go of control. I mentioned this to Libra as well. So you could be a Libra, a moon Libra, or you can have Libra somewhere strong in your chart. Really focused on the next 6 months on harnessing your worry, your fear, because the more you're in this place of worry and fear, the more you're manifesting and creating that. Okay. Either way, I see positive things coming into your life, as long as you're open to them. Okay. So this is what I have for you, Virgo. We're going to move on to the sign of Libra. And again, I'm just going to mention it. Just disregard my astrology at the beginning of the reading because it's completely off. I will resolve that at the end of the reading. Okay. At the end of the all signs. Okay. Let's talk about Libra. Tell me about Libra. For Libra, I feel you went through a big realization in your career, in your work situation. Okay. There could have been something here that you revealed in your work situation. In the recent past, there was a lot of this energy of giving up on maybe something here that you once enjoyed that you wanted to change here. I do feel like there was a major opportunity here in the past to collaborate with certain people to reach your goals. Now, in the present moment, I do get a separation here, but you will have some sort of new beginning, possibly with this person or with somebody else. I do see a water sign coming in, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You are going to move forward with this person, but at the beginning, when you start dating this person, I feel like there's going to be a lot of uncertainty connected to this connection. In the near future, over time, there's going to be a lot of generosity and there's going to be a lot of opportunities that come into your life through the person that you're dating. So if you are dating somebody now or you're single, it doesn't matter if you're single or dating someone because a new opportunity is going to come through that person. Okay. That's where it's coming from is what it's showing me. Some of you are asking if there's going to be a reconciliation. I feel with, I feel like you're going to reconcile maybe with an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And there's a lot of this balance that's going to come back into your life. So if there's been a lot of this on and off energy, balance is going to come back into your life over the next 6 months. And just keep in mind, Mars is the ruler of your 7th house. So there is going to be some sort of things that need to be resolved with your love life. If you're a rising Libra, this is happening in your 9th house, either your 9th or 10th house. Okay. We're going to talk about it at the end of the all signs. So for many of you, you're reevaluating, you're trying to get clear on a decision or a choice. And some of you may need to make a decision or a choice on what you want to do in your life. Do you want to keep this job? Do you want to start a new job? Do you want to move, or do you want to stay where you're living now? Do you want to date somebody new, or do you not want to date somebody new here? Okay. Do you want to focus more on yourself or focus on collaborating? So there's a lot of this reevaluation, okay, over the next 6 months with your business, your career. And it has a lot to do with maybe a relationship that you've been on and off with, okay? I do feel over time, if you're asking, if you're already in a relationship, you're asking, hey, is our relationship gonna get better? I feel like it will over time, because there are some changes that are coming in, and they're positive changes with the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. So let's clarify the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, and let's see what these positive changes are that are coming in for you. What are these positive changes that are coming in for you? I feel like for many of you, there's 2 important messages for you. The first message is if you've been dealing with someone who's been emotionally unavailable to you, okay? Some days everything's great, other days it's not. That is gonna come to an end with the 10 of Wands and the Knight of Cups. And there's something here about your career. Tell me more about Libra's career. There's something here about your career that's changing for the better. Your career is going to become more stable. Okay. I know a lot of you are worried about money. You're going to start becoming more open in your career. You're going to become more open to maybe new opportunities. Some of you are disconnecting from a job that just doesn't work for you anymore. You may need to decide if it's not for you anymore. Some of you want to get clear with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Do they want me? Do they not want me? I see very positive things in your reading here. There's definitely a new beginning that's coming in. Some of you have a very strong connection with someone that you're dating or you're dealing with. And I feel like this person that you have a strong connection with is somebody that is new, that's coming into your life. The overall message for you, Libra, has a lot to do with really focusing on yourself. There's the Justice card and the Knight of Cups. If you're dealing with somebody who's emotionally on and off, like I said to Leo, and some of you could be a Leo sun or you can be a Leo rising, it's super important that you focus on yourself, because by you focusing on yourself, you are guaranteeing yourself that you're not going to disappoint yourself. When you start to put in this idea of focusing on someone else who's not giving you what you need, there may be some sort of disappointment there, okay? So this is about focusing on yourself, focusing on your health, your well-being. And the more you do that, the more opportunities are going to come into your life. I feel very strongly that there is a new beginning that is going to lead to a lot of happiness for you, okay? But there's a choice or decision that you may need to make, okay? So this is what I have for you, Libra. We're going to move on to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. Tell me about Scorpio. Scorpio, I feel for many of you, there is a soulmate that's coming into your life, okay? This soulmate is somebody that you may have been disconnected with them for quite some time. But this disconnection, this this period of maybe taking time away from this person is going to teach you and show you how much you want love and how much love is super important to you. If you're single, there is somebody who's coming in that is a soulmate, okay? You're going to meet this person on your journey. I feel like this person that's coming in, it's going to lead to a commitment if you're not already committed. If you're already in a relationship, that, you know, then whatever, you're already in a relationship. But some of you are asking why this person left or why this person disconnected. I feel like there is going to be an opportunity to realize how important this person is to you, okay? I do feel that this person who's coming in is somebody who is very similar to you, okay? So there's something here that, you know, you see this person, they like the same things as you like, they enjoy the same things as you like, and you start to be generous with this person. And many of you met your soulmate in the past, okay? You have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here. You met your soulmate in the past. I do feel with the Five of Pentacles here that some of you are in a separation or you're disconnected from your person, but that is going to change. We have Mars going retrograde, okay? Mars is going to be going retrograde in the sign of Cancer, which is going to be your fellow water sign. So this is going to affect you, but I feel like it's going to affect you in a positive way because a lot of you are going to reassess where you're putting your energy and time. And a lot of you may realize, especially if you're someone who works a lot, let's say you work a lot and you're saying to yourself, hey, I want love. I want to attract love into my life. A lot of you could be focusing on love, okay? Finding an opportunity to attract the right person. But you meet the right person on your journey. There's something here about an Aries. Some of you are going to meet an Aries. I'm getting a Cancer here. I'm also getting a Gemini here, okay? Gemini, Taurus, or another water sign, a Cancer or Pisces. Now, in the present moment, I do feel there's this sense here of rejection, right? Some of you are saying, well, I feel rejected by this person, or I feel like this person doesn't really want me. There is going to be a reconciliation, okay, with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I do feel like this is going to happen around the full moon. Okay, so whatever the next full moon is, I think it's in Aries. There is going to be an opportunity for you and this person to meet again. And when you meet this person again, there's a strong feeling that you two are meant to be together. I do feel there is going to be an offer for some of you from an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, or some of you may decide to completely get married or committed to a air sign or an earth sign. Yeah. Some of you, you don't want to be single anymore. Okay. If you're single and you're watching this, you're saying, you know, I don't want to be single anymore. You have the Eight of Air in reverse. So yeah, you're not going to be single for long. You have the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Some of you are going to meet the one, but you're going to ignore. Okay, and this is something you have to be careful of because when you meet this person, they actually may be the one, but it's a matter of you giving this person a chance, okay? Some of you are going to be moving over the next 6 months. You're going to make more money in your career or you're going to start some sort of business and it's going to lead to a lot of success. Some of you have somebody here who's creating some sort of conflict in your life. Okay. And they're stopping you from your success. So you need to be very careful of this person. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. It's almost like this person is trying to deter you from pursuing some sort of goal. So if that's you, you know, just be careful that you're not allowing somebody to stop you from focusing on your success and what's important to you. I do feel like there's a choice or decision that you may need to make about having a new beginning. And this new beginning that is taking place in your life could actually bring a lot of benefits to you, but a lot of you are closed off because you don't believe in the opportunity that's coming in. Okay. Yeah, you're moving into some sort of new direction, okay, over the next 6 months. There could be a lot of travel. There could be, this can go either way, actually, Scorpio. Either you're really focused on hibernating and just being on your own, or you're focused on taking some sort of trip. Here's what I can tell you. If you step outside of your comfort zone, that's when the opportunities are going to come in. If you're just kind of sitting there and, you know, you're not taking that risk, that's when you miss an opportunity because the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. So ultimately what this is saying is take the time out to step outside of your comfort zone, because when you step outside of your comfort zone, that's when opportunities are going to come in for you. Okay. There's a reconciliation here. with somebody that you didn't think was meant for you, but then you end up finding out that this is the one. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Scorpio. We're going to move on to the sign of Sagittarius. I'm going to move on to the sign of Sagittarius. And like I said, I think I put a timestamp below, I did make some mistakes on the astrology portion at the beginning of the reading. But I will make up for it at the end. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, let's move on to the sign of Sagittarius. Tell me about Sagittarius. So for you, Sagittarius, I do strongly feel that there's going to be a major change in your love life. This major change that's happening in your love life has a lot to do with getting to the bottom of why there has been issues within your connection. I don't feel there's going to be a breakup for some of you. For some of you, there's just changes that need to be made in your relationship. The changes that may need to be made in your relationship have a lot to do with emotions, okay? Emotions. There may be a sense here in the past that there was this feeling of rejection, okay? Some of you could have felt rejected by this love in general. But what I do feel for many of you is there's changes that are coming into your love life, or there was changes in the past that happened in your love life. There was some issues in your relationship because of a third party for some of you, but they were resolved and you ended up getting back with this person in the past. I do feel in the past there was a lot of this on and off energy, this in and out, on and off emotional energy. But even though this happened, there was a strong bond that you had with this person in the past. And it led to you realizing that this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, okay, in the past. Now, in the present moment, it looks like you are trying to get clear on your feelings for someone, okay, if you're single. A lot of you have been focusing on yourself. If you're single, you're focusing on yourself. You may be overeating or over drinking, okay, in the present moment. But either way, I see you attracting somebody when you're traveling, okay? Some of you are going to go on a trip, you're going to travel, and you're going to maybe meet somebody. It could be a Leo here. I'm getting an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a Taurus. Okay, there's a commitment that's coming into your life. If it hasn't come in yet, it's on its way. Or you can be in the process of dating somebody now that you may see yourself getting married to. There's definitely an offer of love. There's multiple offers of love here for you. There's still this closed off energy when it comes to committing to somebody, okay, especially a Leo here, a fire sign, a Leo, maybe a Libra. Some of you are questioning your marriage in the present moment. I feel like you're going to have a new beginning, okay? If you're married to someone, there's definitely a reconciliation here, okay? With a Libra or a Leo. And the reason why there's a reconciliation is because you and this person really love each other. It's very difficult for you and this person not to be together. I think what you're learning over the next 6 months, Sagittarius, is how much it's important for you to really focus on yourself. Financially, at least. If you're watching this and you're a Sagittarius and you've been relying on somebody financially, you may end up realizing, you know what, it's time for me to focus on, you know, what's important to me, okay? What's important to me. So what's important to you, many of you over the next 6 months, is working on your financial freedom. And I'm going to talk about Mars at the end of the reading because I don't want to mix the tarot with the astrology. I want to kind of just focus on tarot and then I'll talk about where Mars is. But I think that this has something to do with your career or your money. Okay, I really do strongly feel that. This could also have a lot to do with collaborating in some way, shape, or form. I do feel like a financial opportunity is going to come in for you over the next 6 months. And the way you're going to know if this is for you, I think one of the things that you have to be aware of if you're wanting to know about your financial situation is there's something here about saying no to an opportunity that you feel isn't for you. So if you are entertaining opportunities that are not benefiting you, then you may need to disconnect from that in order to make space and room for a new opportunity that's coming in for you. Tell me more about this opportunity that's coming in for Sagittarius. So you have the Four of Wands, you have the Five of Wands, and the Six of Swords. Yeah. So I think what you're learning, okay, what you're learning is to disconnect from things that are not supporting you. Okay. Anybody who's creating conflict, disagreements, not supporting you in your development, you're going to eventually disconnect or move away from these people because, and you have the Six of Swords twice. This could be certain people that you're dealing with or certain people in a relationship. There's someone here who's always negative. They're always constantly arguing, bickering, causing issues. I feel like the message here is that you are eventually going to disconnect from this person, okay? Even though they may be offering a lot, it's not enough to affect your peace. So a lot of you may say, I don't want to be around conflict, negativity, and you may end up disconnecting or moving away from this person. I do feel like an opportunity is coming in for you over the next 6 months, and this opportunity has a lot to do with enhancing your financial situation, but it may require you to move forward and step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. I'm going to move on to the sign of Capricorn. Let's move on to the sign of Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn. There was definitely some sort of opportunity here in the past, Capricorn, with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe a Pisces. I do strongly feel for many of you, there was somebody who came into your life, a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they brought a lot of healing into your life after a conflict. There was a conflict or a breakup that happened in your life, but there was somebody here who comforted you after this conflict, okay? For many of you, there was a third party, okay? I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. There was some sort of third party, and this third party really affected maybe your commitment or your marriage that you were involved in, okay? Many of you, I feel like in the present moment, you're keeping your options open, even if you're in a committed relationship or, you know, if you're single, you're keeping your options open. You act as if you're single, okay? That's what I'm getting here in the present moment. For many of you, there is a relationship in the present moment that's coming to an end or has already come to an end. But what you don't see is the fact that when you start to disconnect from this person, you end up reconnecting with them because you end up working things out with them. Some of you are in a job, in the same job, or you do something, you work with this person, okay, your lover, okay, or the person that you're married to. So it's been very difficult maybe just to end things with this person, but there's something here, Capricorn, about keeping your options open. Tell me about the Three of Swords for Capricorn in the present moment. I feel like even though you may try to entertain a third party, or this could be vice versa, it looks like you end up reconciling with the person that you were already with, because what I see for you, and this is what you don't actually see coming in the present moment, there is going to be a lot of success after an ending. So an ending happens, but then success comes into your life and there's a new opportunity to move into a new direction. So it's almost like you try to work things out. Specifically with this person, there's a strong energy of let's work things out. Let's try to make this work. Okay. But at the same time, you're still keeping your options open, because what I feel here, Capricorn, is you think that there's something better out there for you. And I'm going to keep it real with you when it comes to love. And this is what I see with a lot of you that watch, not you particularly, your sign, but just people in general. Everybody is saying, hey, I want to find, you know, new love. I want to start something new with someone. But if we don't learn the lessons from the past person that we were dealing with, we end up repeating those same lessons again. Okay, there's the 8 of Earth. So a lot of you are working on fixing something. Okay, you're moving slowly towards the situation, but you're going to fix it, and there is going to be cooperation. So even though things may not be working out smoothly with the person that you're with now or that you're dating, constantly looking for a new person all the time, thinking it's going to be different. To some extent it may be, but if we don't learn the lessons with the first person, then it's very difficult to move on with somebody new. Okay. I do feel that there is going to be some sort of forgiveness with a fire sign, maybe a Leo here. I'm getting an Aries. In the near future, one of the things that you have to be careful of is trust issues. A lot of you want to have some sort of new beginning, but the reason why the new beginning may not be happening for you is because there hasn't been an adequate opportunity to forgive someone or something from the past. Okay. So if you were cheating, there still needs to be some sort of closure there. Or if this person was cheating, there still needs to be some sort of closure there. I think the overall message here for the next 6 months is give and take in relationships, because Mars is going to go retrograde in your 7th house. And I love talking about the 7th house. For you, this has a lot to do with issues within relationships. And because Pluto is exiting out of your sign over the next 6 months, there's going to be some sort of major changes. So things aren't going to be as monotonous as they have been. Tell me more about this ending. There's a cycle that's closing out for you. Tell me more about this ending and the new beginning that's happening. Okay, I'm just going to use all those cards. You have the Queen of Cups, the Magician, the Judgment, the Wheel of Fortune, the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So I think what you're learning, you know, over the next 6 months is you have a choice. And the choice here is to remain being closed off to someone or being open to them. This could be being closed off to love, or this could be, you know, just being open to love in general. But either way, what I'm getting for you in the end, there's going to be a major change, and the change is going to be positive because the Wheel of Fortune is here. I really strongly get, Capricorn, and you may not resonate with this now, but I feel like what's coming is you're going to set something right with somebody that you really love. So if there's been a lot of this on and off, things haven't been working out, there's something that you finally get clear on over the next 6 months, and you say, oh, that's what I need to work on, or, oh, that's why this happened. So there's more understanding here when it comes to the other, right? Because you're actually allowing some sort of, change to happen internally for you about the other, okay, with Mars retrograde in the 7th house. So even though you don't see it right now, there is going to be an opportunity to have a new beginning. And I feel like there's going to be huge benefits that come from the other person, because Jupiter is going to exit out of Gemini over the next couple of months. I think, you know, in the next 6 to 8 months, 6 to 12 months, you're going to have huge opportunities that come in from partners, from people that you partner with, or people that you date, or, you know, a person that you're with right now in a marriage or commitment. So it's like, sure, things may not be working out now, but I feel like over time things are going to change and they're going to get better for you. Okay. I think the strong message here is to learn to give and take. This is what is going to actually help your relationships and stop the difficulties from coming in for you. I do feel like there's a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, that may have disconnected from you. And the reason why this person disconnected from you is because they want stability. And some of you are not ready to give this person stability. But I think over time, you're going to realize that you're tired of playing these games, especially if there's third-party games or entertaining other people. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn. I hope you got something from the reading. We're going to move on to the sign of Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for the sign of Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. What's going on for the sign of Aquarius? You're definitely reevaluating something, Aquarius. I think a lot of you are spending time on your own, or you were spending a lot of time on your own in the past. There's something here about you walking away from a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or they may have walked away from you. There could have been some sort of disappointment that you found out about this person, and you may have decided to have a completely new beginning. I feel like this new beginning that took place for you had a lot to do with the stability that you were looking for. If this hasn't happened to you already, some of you are going to meet a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and they may make an offer to you after a very difficult time in your life. This person who's coming in, this water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, they're very generous towards you. However, what you don't see in the next 6 months is somebody from your past that's been on and off with you. Again, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They're going to end up coming back around to you. Okay. They're going to end up coming back around to you. I feel like in the month of April. Okay. When Mars finally goes direct. But the interesting thing is you start dating somebody new. Okay. Especially if you're single, you may end up dating somebody new, seeing somebody new here. And this new person that you start seeing, they actually are giving you what you need. Whereas this other person that you thought you were going to end up with, you end up disconnecting and meeting somebody new. I do get a sense here, if you're already in a relationship now, there could be this on and off energy with you and this person, okay? There could be some sort of issues in the relationship. And this is what opens a door for you to meet somebody new, okay? Now, in the near future, this person from the past comes back, and they come back after an argument, after a conflict, after a tower moment. And I feel like this is a karmic person that's coming back, because at the end of the reading is the devil. Okay. So tell me more about this person from the past in the future, because this person from the past is coming back this person from the past is coming back in the future. And this is something that you should be aware of. Yeah, so this person, there's the devil again. So this person from the past, the reason why they come back as the devil energy is because they weren't consistent with you in the past. They ended up walking away or disconnecting from you, and it really made you question the relationship. It made you question your value here in the past. And I really do strongly feel that Spirit is bringing you somebody that can give you that can be generous with you and give you what you truly need. Tell me more about this new person for Aquarius. You have the High Priestess, the Dreamer, which is the Fool card, and you have the Sun. Yeah. So whoever this new person is, and it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck, you have the card of renewal. So I do strongly feel for you, and even if this isn't about a relationship, for some of you, this is about just dreaming and, you know, taking a risk on life and just going out there and being happy, you know, with the Sun card. When you start to enter into that energy of positivity, of light, of focusing on what makes you happy, that's when you end up attracting the right person, okay? If you're focused on somebody who's been on and off with you, doesn't appreciate your value, doesn't see what you're bringing and offering to them, then a lot of you are going to realize that there's no point in wasting time on somebody like that, because it is going to come to a point, Aquarius, where you're going to say to yourself, you know what, I truly want to have a new beginning. But the thing is that you don't just want to have any new beginning, okay? A lot of you want to have a new beginning that is going to lead to something here that is going to be worth your energy and time. Okay, so I feel like what's coming in for you is there is a conflict with someone from your past, but then as soon as you realize that this person isn't for you, there's already a new person that's coming in. Okay, so after somebody who's been on and off with you for quite some time, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, in and out, on and off, you are going to have some sort of success and justice is going to be served. And there's going to be a major cycle that closes out, and you end up attracting somebody who's going to bring stability and happiness into your life. So many of you are disconnecting, okay, from somebody here who cannot give you what you need. And you're going to be focusing on the person that can actually bring the stability that you're looking for in your life. Okay. I do see a financial opportunity, Ace of Pentacles, that is coming into your life in the present moment. Tell me more about this financial opportunity for the sign of Aquarius. Some of you are going to be ending a job, like ending a job that you've been in, and you're going to start focusing on starting your own business or starting something that you've always wanted, that you that is your goal. Okay, there's a goal that you've always had, and you're going to be focusing on that. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope you got something from the reading. We're going to move on to the sign of Pisces, and that's going to be the final sign for the all signs. I'm going to try to do more all signs on the channel, but I'm not going to guarantee that I'm going to be doing it, because I'm going to be doing other things that I'm going to be focusing on connected to the channel. Okay, so let's talk about Pisces. Ooh, you had the 9 of Cups come out. So I feel like the 9 of Cups for you, the overall energy, either past, present, or future, it doesn't matter. I feel like you're focusing on yourself. There's a lot of this energy of you focusing on yourself after a very difficult time. You're being more generous with yourself. You're not as open to people or situations as you used to, Pisces, because in the past, there was a huge conflict that took place, and this conflict led to some sort of tower moment in your life, and it became very difficult for you to actually rebuild your life after this tower moment. I do strongly feel that many of you are disconnecting from a love situation, and you're on and off with somebody at this time because you're focused on healing and protecting your energy. There's a huge opportunity that is coming into your life, Pisces, and this opportunity that is coming in has a lot to do with your financial situation. Your financial situation is going to change over the next 6 months. You do have, there's the Knight of Wands. Some of you are dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This person may have been on and off with you for quite some time, but you've been focusing on yourself. There's a strong energy here of you focusing on yourself, okay? I do get a sense here that a beautiful opportunity is coming in for you after you disconnect from something in your life that, yes, was very stable at one point, but you're looking for something more. So you end up stepping outside of your comfort zone, and it's gonna lead to more success for you. Tell me more about this abundance that's coming in for Pisces, this luck, this abundance that's coming in for you. For many of you, you're disconnecting from somebody here, okay, and it could be a person, place, or thing. You're disconnecting from something here that no longer gives you stability, abundance, value, okay? And you're stepping outside of your comfort zone towards something that you're going to invest into. So whatever you're investing into in the present moment, whether it's a new location, whether it's a new relationship, a new investment, it's going to work out for you. It's going to be very successful for you. I do feel for many of you, there is a lover. Okay, either you're dating someone or you're married to someone, you're distancing yourself from them. And I did see this in your original reading. You're distancing yourself from this person, you're disconnecting from this person. And the reason why you may be disconnecting from this person is because for many of you, you're focused on your healing. You're focused on some form of healing at this time. And you've worked on yourself a lot up until this point, because in the past, there was a lot of issues that came up, that cropped up, and you may have said to yourself, I need to focus on myself. Excuse me. Some of you were dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. They were very on and off with you. The way you were able to set things right was by focusing on your career, focusing on your success. I do get a sense that the more you focus on yourself, the more this person will eventually come around and apologize, and there will be a new beginning possibly with this person. There's trust issues here, 7 of Swords, okay? But I feel like you're going to have a new beginning. You're going to go out and have a new beginning on your own, and then it's just going to kind of work itself out. There is a separation, but I feel like during the separation, a lot of you are going to be able to communicate with this person about what you truly want. So I think the overall message for you here over the next 6 months for you, Pisces, has a lot to do with yourself, working on yourself and moving to the next level. Because for many of you, there's been a lot of stagnation, but there's going to be a lot of changes with Mars going retrograde. And you also have, what else do you have? You have Neptune at the final degrees of your sign, and then you also have Pluto moving out of Capricorn. So yeah, there is going to be some sort of major changes. Tell me more about these changes for Pisces. You're going to finally get clear, okay? okay, on a change that you're going to be going through, because there is going to be some sort of transition and change. I feel like you're going to change the way you approach things in your life. So you may approach things in your life from the perspective of being very emotional, but instead of you being overly emotional, you're no longer overly emotional about things. You're starting to become more logical about things, and you're approaching things in your life from a logical perspective, okay, is what I'm getting for you. Like I said, I feel like there's more stability coming into your life, but the stability is going to come into your life when you start to step outside of your comfort zone. So doing things differently, changing things up a little bit. And that's what I feel like you're going to be focusing on over the next 6 months. Okay. So this is what I have for you. I know this all signs was a little bit kind of all over the place, for many of you. And I do apologize in advance because, as you all know, I just had a baby and I'm balancing a lot of stuff in my life. So I'm trying to do the best that I can for my viewers. So I'm so thankful and grateful for those of you who are understanding of my personal situation. It is not easy for me, but I don't want to complain. I want to do the best that I can for myself and for you. Okay. Now, before I go, I want to briefly touch on the Mars retrograde, because I did make some mistakes at the beginning of the reading. So first of all, let's talk about Aries. So for you, Aries, you are going to have, your ruler is going to be retrograde for the next 6 months. And this is happening in Cancer, and Cancer squares your sun, moon, or rising. So I feel like this is definitely going to have an impact on you, but it's going to have an impact on you. And I'm just channeling. These are just messages that I'm channeling. I feel like it's going to have an impact on you in terms of your energy. Okay. So you may be somebody who wants to spend more time at home. You may be focused more on reevaluating your home life, your home situation. Maybe there's something here to do with your mother here, okay? Helping your mother or dealing with your mother if your mother is around, okay? I'm also getting, if you're a rising Aries, I'm going to tell you where this is happening. So your 7th house is ruled by Libra. And so you have Aries. Yeah. So this is your 4th house. So this has a lot to do with your home if you're a rising Aries. So for many of you, there could be renovating your home, you know, redoing things at home, changing your home situation. Now for Taurus, if you're a Taurus, this is going to be happening in your in your 3rd house. So changes in the way you communicate. Some of you are going to choose to pull back your energy when it comes to communicating with certain people, and you maybe are reevaluating who you talk to. Maybe you start to talk more to your siblings if you have brothers or sisters. There's definitely a reevaluation when it comes to the community that you are in. Okay, so if you live in a community where you maybe you don't put as much energy or effort, or maybe you do put a lot of energy and effort, you may realize that you need to expand yourself and kind of move outside of that community that you're in. Okay, your communication is going to change. You may realize that there's certain people you just don't want to talk to anymore. Okay, you may reevaluate that with Mars there. For Gemini, this is happening in your 2nd house. So financially, it's very important that you're saving money over the next 6 months and really looking at where your money is going. I feel also, Gemini, for you, you're going to reevaluate just what you value in your life. Some of you may say, oh, I really liked doing this and that, but now I don't do that anymore because it doesn't serve me. And this could be, you know, some of you may, I don't know, purchase designer goods. And you may say to yourself, I don't need to spend money on that. There could be things that you just don't want to waste your time and spend your money on. So you could be really pulling your energy back on that in terms of your finances. For Cancer, this is happening in the 1st house. So there's going to be a lot of internalization about where you put your energy. I feel like over the next 6 months, there's going to be a lot of this energy drain, because some of you are focusing on the wrong things. Some of you have been investing your time and energy on the wrong people or the wrong things. And over the next 6 months, you may say to yourself, I need to pull my energy back from these people, and I need to start focusing on what truly matters to me. For Leo, this is happening in the 12th house. So if there's anything from your past that needs to be wrapped up, anybody from the past or past experiences that need to be dealt with, things that maybe you put on the back burner, you're going to finally deal with them over the next 6 months. This could have a lot to do with secrets. It could have a lot to do with things that you don't see. So there could be things that come up over the next 6 months that you're not aware of that you need to deal with. Okay. Virgo, this is happening in the 11th house, focusing on your dreams and goals. What are your dreams and goals, and what is it that you need to do to achieve them? So a lot of you may realize that you need to refocus your energy on your goals, and you may start to make a plan to do that, okay? I'm also getting something here about friends, reevaluating your friends, the energy that you put towards certain friends and certain people. Is it worth your time? Is it not? It's going to be up to you. Libra, this is happening in your 10th house. So I feel like some changes are going to happen in your career where you may need to reevaluate the energy that you put in your career. Maybe you need to redirect your energy in a different way to make more money or to fix your financial situation. For the sign of Scorpio, this is happening in the 9th house. Some of you may have some delays in your travel, or you may need to rebook some sort of travel. There could also be something at a distance that you need to fix or you need to resolve. For the sign of Sagittarius, this is happening in your 8th house. So this could have a lot to do with joint finances, joint group ventures. You may realize that some sort of joint efforts with someone is not for you anymore. And there also may be an imbalance in the amount of energy you put into this or the amount of energy somebody else puts into it. So I think over the next 6 months, you're going to realize that if you do want to collaborate with someone, there needs to be a clear understanding of the amount of energy you're putting in and how much this person is putting in for it to be successful. Okay. This has a lot to do with partnerships, joint resources, investments, pooling money together. Okay. Some of you may decide that in order for your finances to improve, you may need to pool your resources in with other people. Now, for the sign of Capricorn, this is happening in your 7th house. So there is going to be some sort of resolution with somebody that you're married to or you're committed to. Someone from the past is going to come back, or some sort of unresolved issues are going to come back that need to be resolved. Okay. Aquarius is happening in the 6th house. So reevaluating your day-to-day life and your health. Your health is going to be number one over the next 6 months, and also restructuring your day-to-day life. For Pisces, this is going to happen in your 5th house. So I feel like you're going to be reevaluating your romantic situation, reevaluating the energy that you put into your romantic life, and your children and pets, if you have pets as well too, how you deal with your pets, how you deal with your children, and how you deal with your romantic life. Maybe you were doing things one way, but you're changing the way you're doing things in that area of your life. Okay. So I just wanted to add, I wanted to add the astrology there because I did make some mistakes at the beginning of the reading. I'm a little bit foggy brained, but I really appreciate your patience with me and, understanding at this time. And I will try my best to come on more to do more readings. Okay. So thanks for tuning into this, and leave a comment, like the video. I am going to be coming out with a few new things. So you want to make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you can get all the messages and information, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.